I'll see you later.
Actually.
Can I go?
No! Fuck you! Come on, Margaret.
Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today. This one's going to be doing a review for The Walking Dead Dead City Season 2. This one's going to be doing another discussion video leading up to the second season, of course, which we're getting close to about a month until the season releases, so that's very, very exciting. I am very much looking forward to it. But this one, I want to talk about Hershel. I've had a lot of people ask me, Dan, what are your thoughts on some of the Hershel stuff, and do you think that Hershel will be a massive focus this season? Which I can definitely say, after this trailer, I do think Hershel is going to be a massive, massive focus in Season 2. As a matter of fact, I think Hershel is going to be the reason why the story goes the way it goes. Now, let me explain what I mean by that. Now, Hershel is obviously Maggie's son, and we've seen that, you know, and she's always cared for him. But lately, obviously, in Dead City, it's been kind of shown to us that she hasn't really paid much attention to him because Negan has constantly been living in her head rent-free. And Hershel has unfortunately kind of just been pushed to the side, right? Which is sad. It is. It really is sad, but revenge is driving Maggie all the time. And Hershel is not 100% her focus like it should be. So obviously he's kind of rebelling and he's kind of acting out and stuff. And we kind of see him in the trailer. He's like throwing a knife and stuff like that. But we know that things are going to happen this season because Hershel goes on the trip with Maggie. And that leads me to what I think is going to be happening in the first episode. I believe that Hershel throwing the knife, Hershel being involved in the trip, I think Maggie's on the fence. I'm going to be honest. I think Maggie is 100% on the fence. Hershel is going to tell Maggie that he's going to go looking for Negan, whether or not, you know, Maggie's coming or not. And I believe that he's going to say that he believes that Negan, you know, obviously gave up his life to this group because Hershel was there. And Hershel's going to feel responsible for that. I do think he will. So he's going to say, we need to go back for Negan because, you know, you traded me, or traded, you know, him for me, you know, so that's not right. Negan should be out too, you know. And what I think is that Maggie at first is going to say no. I think Maggie's going to turn Hershel down. She's going to say, no, you're not going. Way too fucking dangerous. Like, you know, it's not happening. Then Pearlie Armstrong is going to come along, which I think is going to be the other motivator, and he's going to explain the fact that he can't live with it either, and he wants to go back and help, and he wants to go back and, you know, obviously bring back Manhattan to the way it's supposed to be, and that being that, right? And I think that with the help of Armstrong, I think that Maggie will understand that Hershel may be right and that they need to go back and save Negan. So I think Hershel is going to be the motivator and the reason for why Maggie goes to New York. Armstrong will be a factor into that, but I think that Hershel is going to be the reason why Maggie decides to go to New York, which is very interesting. Now, we know that the actor did tease that the character is going to be going down a very dark path this season. The character is going to be, Hershel is going to be very unlike Hershel. It sounds like Hershel is going to be very, you know, war-driven and more badass, which is cool. Which, you know what, I'm happy about, because one of the things, like, I love Dead City Season 1. You know, y'all know that, but one of the things that I do wish they did more of in that first season is give us more screen time with Hershel, because we saw very little of him. I'm hoping this season we can actually get a lot of his character, because I really do like the older actor that's playing Hershel. I really do. He's got a lot of charisma to him. I think he's really good. Not to mention, I don't know if y'all have seen some of the stuff, you know, like floating around Instagram and, you know, X and stuff. But like there'll be like side-by-side images of Hershel and Glenn, and I'm just like, yo, like, you know, that's crazy. Like, it's insane. The casting is incredible. I mean, the casting was good on the younger little guy that they had in the original series in season 10, 11, but this kid's good too. Like, this kid's really good. So, yeah, and obviously he's older now, so it's going to be easier to have scenes with him. And I just can't wait to see him interact with Negan, which I also hope happens this season. I think that would be really cool if that was the case. If he interacts with Negan and he's like, listen, like, you know, I know you've done horrible things, but at the same time, you don't deserve to be here and stuff like that. So I think it's going to be very interesting. And Hershel being the motivator, because I do believe he's going to be the motivator for Maggie. Like a lot of people are saying, you know, oh, Maggie's going to decide that she screwed up and she's going to go back. No, I really don't think so. I think Hershel's going to be the reason why she ends up going back, because we know that they skip a year. We know that they're doing a year time skip. I think Maggie has gotten over it, admittedly. I think Maggie's just kind of doing her normal thing now. and then Hershel's gonna kind of bring it up. She's gonna be like, listen, like, I've been struggling with this for the last year. We gotta do something, you know, and Pearly Armstrong's gonna come by, and then she's gonna get ultimately convinced, and then Jenny's gonna come in, and she's going to say, I'd like to see Negan. And then that's 3 people right there telling Maggie to go back to Manhattan, and then they leave, right? That's 100% how it's going to go. So let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think that's how this situation is going to go down? Do you think that Maggie will be convinced via Hershel, via Armstrong, via Jenny to go back, or do you think that she'll make the decision on her own? Let me know. So if you're new to the channel, guys, and you enjoy videos like this, make sure, of course, to click the subscribe button so you don't miss any other videos. Make sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Instagram, guys, and of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos of The Walking Dead at Dead City. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies did a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a street fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.